ladies and gentlemen, that was on our Did You Know segment. And now you know. Did you guys know that?
No.
Yeah. So we are doing well into bringing such things into light. I'm going to be engaging you on that in a minute. But you are here to talk about meetings. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not alone in studio, like I said. We are here to sit down and talk about meetings. And I have started talking to them even before saying hello. So I want to say hello once again. Karibuni sana to Art and Culture Monday. This is KUTV. I want you guys to say hello to our people at home, audiences that are watching from all over the world, because we are streaming live on YouTube right now. So I want you guys to say hello, alafu we jump right into talking about meetings. I want to say we start with the lady in red, then I figured all of
we
them in red.
So in sync.
Yes.
Who do you want to start?
Yes.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Hannah Wangari.
Yes, Hannah.
And I am an actor.
Yes.
Hi,
pleasure.
guys.
Brief, short and sweet.
Hi guys.
Yes.
My name is BRENDA. I'm also a performer.
Yeah.
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 Performer,
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll take that one for the
They have picked the most blanket of statements because they do a lot of things. I think they're figuring, do I pick this? Do I say, no, let's just performer. Okay. Brenda, I was intrigued. You're in red. Red Brenda. Why red Brenda?
Why Red Brenda?
Yes.
Well, I think I should say my legal names first.
Yeah. Okay.
My legal name is Brenda Gesare.
Yes.
Yes, I changed it to Red Brenda just a few years back after I realized I'm actually a performer.
Yes.
I'm not what Brenda Gesare was conditioned by school system, societal norms to be. I'm actually a performer.
Yes.
And in Kenya here, a lot of our parents think that you know, this is not gonna go
That's
far.
not a thing.
Yeah, so I'm here to, Red Brenda is here to change all of that.
Exactly. Pleasure. I love the way you guys are taking me this morning. So let's start with Hannah. Let's start with you, because you are a director, editor, producer. I think you guys are the hardest to interview because you're used to being
behind the scenes. It's true. It's true.
Yes. So I was like, okay, we're going to sit down with an editor today. Great stuff only. So when did you start editing, producing? Let's start from there before we talk about you on stage.
Okay. I think my career as an editor pretty much spans over 15 years.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
And a producer quite recently. I have 2 short films out. And
which ones?
There's one called The Unboxing. It's on Instagram.
Yes.
_unboxing 2022.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to watch it.
Yes, it is. Now you have something to watch this evening.
Yes. It's a thriller. So it's one of my best work yet.
Yes.
And a couple of other things in the pipeline.
Yes.
So as a producer, probably maybe in the last three years is what I've really been focusing on. Yeah.
And then how did you find your way to meetings? To theater.
You know, when you're multi-talented.
Yes.
Yeah. No, not to brag any.
You see Brenda's faces. She's like, no, what am I gonna say?
And it's what you said. It's about, behind the scenes.
Yes.
Most editors are known to be recluse.
Yes.
So you work alone most of the time.
Exactly.
But then there's always that, talent that you have. Mine was a bit hidden. Yeah. But I know I have the knack for stage. I love singing. So I do sing.
Yes.
So it's something that
like the cherry on top of the
Yes. So acting is pretty much within the realms of what I'm comfortable doing as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm comfortable on stage. So acting just comes as something else I can do.
That you can do.
Yeah, so when the opportunity presented itself.
Here you are. I cannot wait to see you on stage, honestly, because I feel also directors, producers, they are able to do it better because you have been there. Like it's like you have been channeling your soul through other people.
For sure.
Now we get to see you channel your own soul on stage, and it's a pleasure. Honestly, it's a pleasure to have that. Bree, how did you get into because you have been acting for a long time, so that is not the question. Were you casted for meetings?
How was I casted for meetings?
Yes.
Well, we all know Martin Crimp, the director for this play, and He called me out of the blues. I think I was just finishing up on my previous play by Miller's Productions, and I just get a call from Martin, and I'm like, oh my, how did he get my number?
Yeah.
So he calls me and tells me that he has a production he's working on, and asks if I have time for it. And definitely, you have time for Kigondo.
Exactly, you do.
So yeah, that's how I got the role.
Yes, he is brilliant. Let's start from there. You said you were working on Miller's. Which play were you working on?
The Three Washketeers.
Yes. Amazing. Miller's is another production that I genuinely like. They have their best works yet. Like I just anything by Miller's, I'm willing to watch, and I like that. So before Miller's, how many other plays have you been in?
Before Miller's, I've done all my plays with them, really.
Yeah.
And I've done, I think, 6 plays.
Yes.
What more do you want me to say?
Yeah. Those are many. 6 plays. So now you get to work, not really away, but apart from Miller's, you get to work with another cast, crew.
Yeah.
How was that? How was that movement from Miller's? Because these are people these are directors, you know this one, if you touch this button, they blow up.
Yeah.
Now, how was working with Martin and in the entire cast and crew for meetings? Yes.
I'd say it is an experience every actor should have. Just having a lot of versatile directors and actors that you're working with, it keeps you sharpened, it keeps you alert, and helps you really get it straight.
Yeah.
With Martin, he has such a comforting, safe space that you're given. You don't feel like, oh my God, I'm the newbie here or whatever. No, you feel like you're the artist here, and I'm here to hear what you have as an artist.
Yes.
So yeah.
I think
that's
comfort
been
is
my
one
experience.
of the things Martin should be described as. Honestly, you know, he comes to studio and you can feel like an instant. You do your thing. Like he's very. I like that, Martin. I hope that you're picking notes from this interview and clapping for yourself, because you're definitely doing an amazing job. Hannah, on the other hand, how did you find the cast and crew?
So this is the first time I've been able to work with professionals on a theatre stage.
On a theatre stage.
And for me, that's quite a leap, because I'm used to productions, our usual, whether it's film or a documentary, whatever.
Yeah.
But now for stage is something totally different. And so I have to really be keen to know what the director wants and to actually now be able to take the story and what you said, channel, what it is that is required. So for me, meeting the cast, we're about 8 of us, so that's a really large cast, and all of them are amazing, brilliant individuals in their own right. And so I'm learning a lot, and I'm also really open to seeing how Prevail Presents does things.
Does their thing.
And for me, I was like, oh, this is really different from what I'm used to, and
exactly.
I love it.
What are some of the key differences you could spot, like on the go, between theatre and now? Because you have done your own stories in film, you have had them, you have been there from conception to delivery to consumption.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yes, conception to consumption, literally.
Yeah.
What are some of the key differences you can say you saw in theatre?
I think for me, theatre is the time it takes to rehearse a particular play.
Yes.
And to actually now really delve so much more into the character.
Yes.
When we're doing our normal productions, the time for pre-prod is really short.
Yes.
So, but when it comes to a play, the rehearsals are extensive.
Yes.
And so you have a lot more time to really delve into what the character is and what it is you're supposed to reflect about the story.
Yes.
So for me, that's like the most major difference is
Yes.
the time it takes to rehearse for a play.
Yes.
And also the nuances of being on stage as opposed to the silver screen.
Yes.
Very different. Even the delivery is quite different as well.
Yes.
And so for me, those are things that I'm taking. I'm like, okay, there's a lot more to explore and a lot more to learn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One thing that always excites me about plays is the voice of the actors and actresses on stage, like the amplification, like
yes.
there's a thrill in that just makes you want to love theatre.
Yeah.
I want to know, let's start with Brenda. When you first saw the script, now you have been called, Martin has something, but then now it's here, meetings. When you read through the script, what are the things that went through your mind?
Okay. So the script has actually been done before. Yeah, 2013, yes.
Yes.
And well, there's even a list of the guys who did it before, and
Yes.
the actors we all love. Daddy
Yeah.
Macho is on it.
Yeah.
It's just very legendary actors. So
Yes.
when you just go through it and be like, oh, this actor did this, you're like, oh, it must have been interesting then. I can't
Yes.
wait to see what I myself will be able to bring
Yes.
differently into the script. So yeah, it's an interesting script. I can't wait for guys to watch it.
Yeah, that's the other thing I love about Martin. Not only is he good in new creations, he's very good at recreating. Like he is very good at, he has picked a lot of that. Like he can pick a play that has been done elsewhere, even outside of this country, and just localize it, which I think is a gift, honestly. So you read through and you thought it's something, you cannot wait to see what you will do now with it. What characters are you playing? Hannah, what character are you playing in the play?
I'm actually playing Esther, who is Faulata's mother.
Ah,
Yeah,
all
so I'm her mom
okay.
on stage. Yeah.
We are looking forward. Has she been a good daughter on stage?
Oh, the chemistry is amazing. Like
Yeah.
you can see, we just were red without,
Yes,
it's just
mommy and
no
daughter.
sync, just really much in sync. So the chemistry is really something that we've played off each other on.
Yes,
And I think it's gonna be a great treat.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know you have talked to us about the rehearsals taking a bit of time, and I want to talk to Brenda about that. How has that period been? Like rehearsing, getting your lines. I also think that's something else that wows me about theatre. How many lines you can be able to cram, honestly. But how has that experience been? The rehearsal process. Yeah.
So I do also do film. That's just TV acting and all.
Yeah.
And I've done theatre longer than I have done film, meaning rehearsals are things that I'm used to. I
Yeah.
actually love rehearsals for theatre, which I feel film should also borrow, because it helps you get the character right. It helps you go through all the choices, mistakes that you can go through, and then decide, okay, actually this character does look like this.
Yeah.
And now rehearsal space with Martin, we've been in different places, which I like again, because now you get to know, oh, Nairobi does have a lot of rehearsal spaces for us artists.
Yeah.
So we should actually put ourselves out there and do the thing we love.
Yes.
And now the method Kigondo is using for rehearsal, it's everything, because I don't know how, but it's helped the chemistry actually show up. It's helped us get our lines better. It's helped us get our characters even better. So yeah, that's
Yeah, so if you're at home looking to work with Prevail Presents, come to meetings. Then you might just, get your chance to do that, because I think the director plays a huge role. Like, not to underestimate the others, because everyone has their input, but really the one with the vision, if they put it right, it's easier for everybody. It's easier for everybody else. So what is meetings about? Which is a question you have been avoiding to answer me. Martin has been avoiding that question. What is synopsis of meetings?
I think meetings is just as the name suggests.
Meetings. Wow.
Because the story is about working towards a particular meeting and the many meetings that happen before that.
Before the main meeting.
Yes, so it's dialogue heavy, and it's something that I admire how the director is really breaking down the script, so that it doesn't feel like there's just a lot of talking heads. It's just a lot of, the way the story flows in and out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's about meetings.
Yeah.
There's a lot of meetings on the play that eventually are working towards the final meeting.
The final meeting.
Yeah, it also could be very satirical if you put it in a modern day expression, especially about what we're going through as a country. So there's a lot about the story that you could pick out, so the audience will be able to reflect on what is going on. So I love the way the play was written by JSO, because it really brings in a lot of aspects about our culture and our society. So it has a lot of interplay on that.
It has a lot to offer in terms of how it can be interpreted by whoever is watching.
Sure, yes.
So Brenda, what are audiences expecting to take home?
A lot of other meetings. There will be other meetings. Yeah, because we do need to have these meetings and conversations.
Yes.
So yeah, it's gonna be very.
It's gonna be
meeting-wise.
You're going to go home and prepare for some more meetings.
Yeah.
Wait, is there singing in the play? Hannah said she sings.
Unfortunately, no.
Not.
Not.
You're not even getting a curtain raiser of some sort. Like, to hear
the
your-
national anthem. Yeah, that's the most singing.
That's going to
there is
happen.
some music. There
Yeah.
is some music in the play. Aspects of music.
Yeah.
But not like
Not
it's not a
heavily,
musical. It's like, you wouldn't call it a musical. No.
Yes, because you go to Miller's, you're sure there's gotta be some
Somewhere.
singing that's gotta be happening. So this one is dialogue heavy, but like you have said, it's been packaged correctly.
Yes.
Like Hannah said, so that you don't feel like it's just people talking.
Talking.
Yes, and I think this is one of the things that are going to make you go to meetings. You know, you want to sit down and see how a conversation does not seem like a long conversation.
Yes.
How long is the play, Hannah?
Should we tell them?
No,
Well, it's
Uh-huh.
maybe an hour and a half.
yeah,
Maybe,
not too
Yes.
much, yeah.
Not too
That's
much.
that's a good time. I
It
think
is.
like one and a half hours is a good sweet spot. Like
Yes.
it's just on the
Yeah.
on the perfect length. Not too long, not too short.
Yeah.
You're not bored, but it didn't end very fast.
Yeah.
So one and a half hours is good. You told me Martin was the one who was directing,
Yes.
who was doing production. Like I want you to appreciate your crew.
Oh, cool. We have a really great crew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Playwright, award-winning
Yes.
actor, director Martin Kigondu. We have a production manager called Mune. We have our stage manager called Kendi. We have a sound technician called Ambrose. And I think Abu is
Yeah,
helping him with that.
Yes,
So the music you'll hear and the voiceovers and stuff. And I think we have the costume designer.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
she came.
Yeah, she's called Anne.
And
Is it Wangari? I don't know.
Anne, yes.
Yeah, I think.
Just met
It's
her
not a really big crew, but
Yes.
they do the work.
They do the work.
They do the work.
Yeah, so I like to big them up because you don't get to see them.
No.
I don't get to see them out for these interviews, but they put the work together.
Yes.
They give it form and shape and everything. Because can you imagine a production where the voice is just wrong, like the audio is off? So I like to hear their names, get them appreciated because they do a lot of amazing work. Brenda, have you done any voiceover on this one? Hannah has kind of mentioned. So are there any voiceovers you have done for this play?
for this play.
Yes.
No, I haven't done any. But what, you did a voiceover?
No. I just mentioned they're going to be voiceovers.
Exactly. She said they're going to be voiceovers.
Yeah.
And I read up on your bio, you are also a voice artist. So I wanted to know. I was curious
Yes.
to know.
Not for this particular play,
Yes.
but definitely you will hear my voices in the waves.
So, yes. somewhere there.
Yeah.
So Bri, you do voiceovers. You of course act. You dance. What else do you do? What other hat do you wear?
Yeah, I think those are the main three that I really want to focus on: singing, dancing, acting.
Yes.
That gives me the title a performer. So.
A performer.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
then
what
we
I
are
wanna
looking
work on.
forward to see you do all that in
Thank
this
you.
and other plays that are going to come. And I know your mindset has shifted from when you began doing meetings and now. Has that affected in any way how your future is gonna look like? Hannah, are you planning to do more theater after meetings?
It's definitely something I'm considering, especially since what I was cast for is a mom.
Yes.
And in my line of work, I come across a lot of casting opportunities.
Yes.
And there are not too many people who are open to, play those kind of roles. Our best actors really are behind desks in offices.
Yes.
And all of that. So there's a gap, sort of, now I'm putting my producer hat on. There's a gap for people who are in the older age bracket of people who can be moms and, dads or grandfathers, grandmothers. So definitely, for me, I'd say acting has come sooner than expected because it's probably something that I'd have thought of doing, especially if it was a musical.
Yeah.
Incorporate two of the things that I love to do.
Exactly.
But yeah, definitely, there's something in the future for me.
Yeah. I like that because I was actually, it was one of my questions here, the gap between young cast and older cast, because we find most of these productions have very young casts.
Yeah.
Yes, so I think there's definitely a space. If you're watching, there's definitely a space that we have established there.
Yes.
So you can be a mom, you can be a dad, you can be a granddad. You might just, find the opportunities are more because there's a gap over there. Okay, I like that. Bri, how does the future look like for you after meetings?
Definitely doing more theater plays. I'll definitely grow old. Still, yeah, I'll be there to fill that gap when my time
Act
comes.
mom when your time comes.
Yes, definitely, and to work more with Gondo, of course.
Yes. Amazing. I like that. Martin is in your futures. I like, because he's always working on something. So that is amazing. I want you guys to invite guys individually to come and watch meetings. In your own words, just to, do you think it's worth it? Can we come before we talk about tickets?
Oh yes, it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
Totally worth it. Meetings is happening on the 18th, 19th, and 20th of my birthday month. That is August. The Friday show is happening at 7 p.m.
Yes.
The Saturday show is happening at 6 p.m. And the last show on Sunday is happening at 3 p.m. Want to tell them the prices?
Yes.
For those of you who really missed out on your call to get early bird tickets. Unfortunately or fortunately for us, we're now doing them at 1,500. And so you can get your tickets either on the poster, it has the pay bill number, or you can get them on Kenya Buzz, where you can buy a ticket directly. Yeah. On the day, I think it's going to be much higher. So we do advocate for people to buy advance tickets.
Exactly. If you can get it now, right now is better than later. Where will the play be at?
It's going to be at Alliance Francais.
At Alliance. So you guys, Alliance Ikotao, it's very accessible, it's very convenient. We are not even going to talk to you about transport on this one, because come uko town, you're going to find your way to Alliance at 1,500 right now. So umesema Kenya Buzz, and on the poster has a pay bill number. I think after that you just need the message. What do you need to show at Alliance?
That's exactly. You just come with a message.
Yes.
But when you pay, we record it.
Exactly.
Just come and say.
Yes.
It's me. I'm here.
Sit down and watch meetings. I'm really excited to have you guys here. I want to talk to you, Hannah, a bit just about film as we conclude. Where do you think we are at? You have a whole film on Instagram. Like, I mean, one, that is already mesmerizing. That platform is able to be a whole platform. Yeah. Like, it doesn't need to be anywhere else. It can be on Instagram and people are watching. Where are we in terms of film, before I ask Brie about theater? Like, where are we as a country?
As a country, I think there's a lot more that can be done. And it's true. When you say I have a film, it's a short film, 15 minutes, and it's on Instagram. It's new media.
Yes.
So there's a lot of talk about new media, and there's a lot of ways we can explore that for us. Film has a long way to go, especially because there's a lot that needs to be solidified or grounded in terms of our working environment for everyone involved, cast, crew, producers, whatever, name it. There's a lot of talk that has gone on in the past about unfair treatment or unfair payment. And so there's a lot that needs to change. But I'm glad to see that there are more young people who are interested in the game. For me, when I was coming in, it was something totally different. We're just glowing up there. Now there's a lot of people.
And convincing everybody that this is worth doing.
But now I think by the time our kids come on, it's going to be something totally different. It's actually going to be a lucrative industry.
Yes, I mean, your kids, Brenda's kids, they have a free card. You will act. Go ahead.
Give you the platform.
Yes.
But I feel by the time, for me, it would be a great legacy if we could make this a lucrative industry.
Exactly.
In that you can come in and actually make a living out of it.
Yes.
Let me not get into the whole, mental space about actors and people who work in the creative industry because it's rough.
Yes, we're probably gonna have an interview for that. I think we need to sit down and just talk about them.
We do.
True, because it is rough.
It is rough.
So I think I'll give you a call. Promise to answer my call. I'm going to sit down here and talk about it. Thank you. We are going to, because there's a lot that we can talk about. Just film.
But not to sound morbid, there's a lot of advances that have been made.
True. I mean, your short film is on Instagram. If that is not a show of great strides and progress, I don't think there is any other thing that we can talk about. So we have identified 2 opportunities in this interview, which is what I like about Art and Culture Monday, that if you're an older customer, you think you can play mom, dad, uncle, there is a bit more of opportunities that you can go there. The second one is what Hannah has said, platforms. You don't need to be on YouTube. You don't need to be on Netflix. You can be on Instagram, TikTok. I see them picking pieces of just films and getting a lot of views from there. So you can start your own series on TikTok, and we are going to watch, we promise. Bree, how is theatre doing? Now that you've been there a while.
Yeah. I feel it's more or less going through the same transition film is going through. I just feel maybe sensitizing more Kenyans on watching theatre, because most people feel like, what? Is it left to a drama? They don't understand that.
It is not the same thing.
Yeah.
It has advanced a great way.
Yes. It's professional now.
Yes.
It's actual theatre, actual scripts being written.
Yes.
The writers are actually going through the whole process. We have directors on it. It's a whole production. So just walking into a future where theatre is also regarded the same as film. Like I could just be a theatre actor sustaining myself on just theatre because it's my greatest love. That would be a great future, and I feel like we're getting to it because there are a lot of production companies, and most of the time, every time you go for a show, you realize this is getting better. We're even getting theatre awards, which will now become a great thing that will be recognized nationally.
True.
Yeah.
So the hope is to also make theatre a lucrative opportunity for artists to get in there and make their money and go home because they're doing a great job. Okay. Asanteni sana. I think we have we left any stone unturned?
I don't think so.
I think we have turned every stone that can be turned.
Yes.
And so I think just a reminder, the 18th, 19th, and 20th of August. That is next weekend but one. Yes, next weekend but one, the Friday, the Saturday, and the Sunday. Have we talked about time?
Yes.
What time?
Friday, 7 p.m. Saturday, 6 p.m. Sunday, 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Okay, so Friday, 7 p.m. and Saturday, 6 p.m. and Friday, 3 p.m.
Okay.
Yes, Sunday, sorry, and Sunday, 3 p.m. So if you can avail yourself, also very good timings. Friday is after work, much later. You can get off work and go there. Saturday is a bit more flexible, and then Sunday, the final show will be going on at 3 p.m. So if you can get your tickets, the best you can do for Martin, for Prevail Presents, for Brenda and Hannah, is to get a ticket. That is all they are asking of you. Get a ticket at 1,500 shillings, and I can guarantee it will be worth every coin of that 1,500 bob. All right, at Alliance Francais. Please go there and get to watch Meetings by Prevail Presents. Thank you very much, ladies. It's been an honor, a pleasure. This has been easy, comforting almost. So thank you very much for coming in. We are of course going to be watching Meetings. Do I talk to Martin about tickets?
He's been known to be generous.
Yeah? All right. So Martin, we will do that. But thank you so much for being here and for gracing our studios. We shall see you on the weekend of Meetings.
Thank
all right,
you
so
so
we're
much.
going to be there. I and our audience, we are going to go there in large numbers and just come sit and watch Meetings. Thank you so much for being here. It's been an honor and a pleasure.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of our second lounge at 9:08. We have about 40 minutes to go. We still have one more guest. We are still going to be talking about our art calendar, and you're going to be telling me your thoughts on our PTSD Did You Know segment. All right, so right about now we go for a short break. I'll see you on the other side of the break.